Well, we're at the Taco Marine new product segment, Dave.
Yes, sir.
At the Yak Gear Workbench. And I'm telling you, we got some really cool stuff. Not a lot of stuff, but really cool stuff.
We got 4 things. That's usually what we have. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with the Minnow Maker there. You know, that's a big jug of stuff that keeps your minnows alive and well. Any kind of bait probably it would work on. It comes in 1 ounce, 16 ounce, and that 1 gallon. Designed to keep minnows healthy. You know, it's ideal for holding tanks, minnow transport, bait wells, obviously, and a bucket. If you have a little minnow bucket, you can put a little bit in there. Has detoxifying nitrates in there, anti-foaming stuff, removes ammonia, chloramine, chlorine, adds essential electrolytes in there and helps replace the slime coat of the baits. Stops their bleeding, relieves stress. I should take this home and make myself a big bathtub full of it and lay in it.
Take a shot at night before you go to bed.
Minnow, you know. If Rick was here, he'd probably take a shot of it. He likes to do that. It's made in the USA. It balances pH. It's non-toxic to humans. So
that's what's really cool.
Rick's a human.
Yeah,
he could drink it. Pets, wildlife, aquatic life. You know, it's good stuff. Evidently,
1 gallon treats.
1 gallon. 8 drops treats a bucket full of minnows. So
this will treat 90 or 100 gallons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. 1 ounce treats 90 gallons.
Oh wow!
So that treat, if you buy that, you're in for your Minnow Maker for life.
You can soak in it every night and have your minnows healthy.
Exactly. Unless you're selling minnows, you know, unless you have a giant trough full of minnows that you're selling, that gallon will last you forever. You go to TH Marine Supplies to get the Minnow Maker.
Oh, our friends at TH Marine Maker.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
gotcha. Well, what's next?
Next, we're going to talk about that Savage Pulse Tail Mullet. You know, we're talking about the surf and the jetties and whatnot. That's a great bait to throw. It's got that line through version there. I rigged it up with a little 40-pound mono. You can either put that hook in the belly, or they even have a spot up here. I didn't rig it that way, but they also have a spot up here on the back where you can put that big treble hook on the back. It's a nice big, really sturdy treble hook. It's got a lot of vibration and displacement. That little tail in the back, you know, is split, so it just moves a ton of water. And bait fish predatory fish, they're attuned to that, you know, that pulsing tail and the water displacement. And plus, it has a built-in scent and a built-in rattle, so it's ringing all the dinner bells for a big predatory fish.
And when you have a fish like a snook or a tarpon or a bass that jump and spit, the hook gets away from the bait, so they can't use this as leverage.
Exactly. That's what that's for. You know, they come in 6 or 8 inch versions, 1 3/4 ounce, 3 7/8 ounce, which I guess is that big giant one there, and 2 2/3 ounce. So, you know, like you said, it'll catch redfish, tarpon, speckled trout. Just about anything that'll eat a mullet will eat that Savage Pulse Tail Mullet. And you get that at savagegear.com.
Nice.
Next, we have a cool little thing. It's called the Shrimp Walker. And this allows you to use a live shrimp as a bait without piercing the shrimp. What it does is it acts like a little harness on top of the shrimp. You slip that little white ring, that little white piece, over the horn on his head, and you pull it back until that red part, back the other way. Yeah, you pull it back.
So you slide it forward.
Yeah, put the horn. Actually, this would be on his back. The hook would be over.
Like so.
Yeah, exactly. And turn it back. There you go. And the horn goes in there, and you can pull it all the way back, and that red part will get behind the shell of his head. Okay. At the very back of the head.
So you're actually rigging it with an exposed point hook.
Exactly. So that hook will be up on top of the shrimp. The shrimp will swim like he's alive because nothing's hurting him. You know, he's perfect. And boom, it's a really good way. Tough, long-lasting, adjustable. You can also use it for crayfish, for bass as well.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It'll work on any of those crustaceans. And you go to palmbeachtackle.com to pick you up some of those. Those are pretty cool little doodads. Last but not least, we have some Iland lures. These are the Iland lures with the new octopus skirts, which is really what we're here to talk about. You know, they've had hair skirts forever. Iland lures. A blue and white Iland lure has probably caught more blue marlin than any other bait, just about, with a nice ballyhoo in it. You can put ballyhoos in there, or you can just rig those the way they are with it just and have a hook, have a hook down there all the way at the end of the tail. They're great 5 to 8 knots. They're 7 inches long. They weigh about an ounce. The sail lure does. Those are a little heavier. I think those weigh about 2 ounces.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this one feels about 2 or 2 1/4.
Yeah.
And they're fantastic.
I don't
just fantastic.
I don't go fishing
lures.
offshore without an Iland lure.
Right.
I'm sorry. I have them on my boat all the time. So go to shopmirrowlure.com to get your new octopus skirts on your Iland lures.
Gentlemen,
Well, we had some great products, but we're going to let Bree
great
tell us
products.
where we're going next.
Between the Minnow Maker and the shrimp saddle, I mean, you're covering it all right there.
The shrimp harness.
Shrimp harness. It's just a saddle